It was supposed to be just another report, another forgotten case in a long night shift. A child found alone. No name. No family. No one coming back. But when the officer looked into the boy's eyes, something stopped him from walking away. And the choice he made that night would change both their lives forever. The city never truly slept. Even in the deepest hours of the night, there was always something: distant traffic, flickering lights, the quiet hum of a world that refused to stop. Officer Farhan Qureshi had grown used to it. Years on the force had taught him how to move through chaos without letting it touch him. He did his job, followed protocol, and kept a distance from anything that felt too personal. Because getting too close always came with a cost. That night started like any other. A call came through just after midnight. A child reported alone near the old bus terminal, dispatch said. Farhan exhaled slowly. Another case. Probably a misunderstanding. A lost kid. A distracted parent. Something routine. But when he arrived, it didn't feel routine. The bus terminal was nearly empty. A broken bench. Dim lights. Cold air settling into the silence. And there, sitting at the edge of the platform, was a small boy. No movement. No sound. Just sitting. As if he had nowhere else to go. Farhan approached carefully. "Hey," he said, keeping his voice calm. "What are you doing out here?" The boy didn't respond immediately. Then slowly, he looked up. His eyes were dark. Not scared. Not crying. Just tired. "I'm waiting," the boy said. Farhan felt something shift in his chest. "For who?" he asked. The boy hesitated. Then answered. "My mother." Farhan glanced around. Empty. No sign of anyone. "How long have you been here?" The boy shrugged. "I don't know." Farhan crouched down. "What's your name?" The boy looked at him for a moment. Then said softly, "I don't remember." That answer hit harder than anything else. Farhan stood still for a second. Because this wasn't just a lost child. This was something deeper. Something broken. He guided the boy to the patrol car. Wrapped his jacket around him. Turned on the heater. "You'll be safe," Farhan said. But the words felt incomplete. Because safety wasn't what the boy had lost. At the station, things moved quickly. Reports filed. Calls made. Alerts sent. But hours passed. And nothing came back. No missing child report. No worried parent. No one looking. Farhan watched from across the room. The boy sat quietly, holding a cup of warm tea someone had given him. Still not crying. Still not asking questions. That silence. It stayed with Farhan. Because children cry when they expect someone to come. But this boy. He had already stopped expecting. By morning, the system had taken over. Temporary shelter arranged. Case transferred. Everything by the book. Farhan should have moved on. Just another case. Another file. Another night. But as he watched the boy being led away, something inside him resisted. Because for the first time in years, he didn't want to let it go. Farhan didn't sleep that day. Not because he couldn't. But because his mind wouldn't stop returning to one moment. The boy's eyes. Empty. But not completely. There was something still there. Something waiting. The next evening, before his shift even began, Farhan went back. The shelter was quiet. Children moved around slowly. Some playing. Some sitting alone. And there, in a corner, was the boy. Farhan walked over. "Hey," he said softly. The boy looked up. Recognition flickered. "You came back," he said. Farhan nodded. "Yeah. I did." He sat beside him. Not as an officer. Not as someone doing a job. but as someone choosing to be there. Do you remember anything? Farhan asked gently. The boy shook his head. No. Farhan didn't push. Some things take time. Days turned into weeks. Farhan kept coming back. At first, just to check. Then to talk. Then, just to sit. Slowly, the boy began to change. Small things at first. A question. A smile. A laugh that surprised even him. Farhan learned his name eventually. Not from memory. But by giving him one. Aman, he said one day. It means peace. The boy smiled. And for the first time, it reached his eyes. But every time Farhan left, that quiet sadness returned. And that's when Farhan realized something important. Being there sometimes wasn't enough. Sometimes you have to choose more. The decision wasn't easy. Paperwork. Procedures. Questions. Doubts. Are you sure? His colleague asked. This is a big responsibility. Farhan looked at Aman across the room. Then answered. Walking away would be harder. Months passed. The process moved forward. Slow. Complicated. But steady. And then, the day finally came. Aman stood near the door, holding a small bag. Looking uncertain. Farhan knelt in front of him. You're coming home, he said gently. Aman blinked. Home, he repeated. Farhan smiled. With me. For a moment. Time stood still. Then Aman stepped forward. And hugged him. Tightly. Not out of fear. But out of something new. Belonging.